We are here at the Camperdown Car and Bike Show. This is the second year they've been running in Camperdown, but these guys have been running a car show for the last 17 years. This is Surly, who is the president of the show.
Yep.
How's it all been going for you?
Yeah, fantastic, Greg. It's been a great event for the second year. So last year we got a bit of rain and it spoiled a little bit, but for our first year. But the second year it's taken off, and we expect to keep it growing over the next 3 to 4 years, which is great. So we're getting cars from a lot of areas, even from out at Mount Gambier as well. So
right, okay. So you get them from interstate.
We do.
Get them from Geelong, Melbourne,
Yep.
that sort of thing. Most of the west, because we are Camperdown, for those who don't know, is southwest Victoria, down in the that area. So basically, I mean, how's this layout work for you? The street layout is very nice and open and gets you plenty of attention going through.
It does. Yeah, the Camperdown Shire and the community group have been fantastic, the business as well. We actually block off the whole main street and divert the traffic around both sides, and it's been very well accepted. For us, it's been a way to grow the show. In our previous venue, we were very limited, where this actually has let us grow our show. So we do a car show through the day, and then we actually do a night cruise.
That's all right. So this is not just a car show, this is a whole weekend, isn't it? Starting on Friday night, you got the bands and a movie,
Yes.
I believe?
No, not a movie. So last year we did a movie, but it just didn't, not that it didn't get accepted, but it just didn't work the way we thought. So what we thought we'd do is do a meet and greet with the entrance, and we'll start doing pre-entries, because we've never done pre-entries before, but we want to do it next year, so that will grow. So with the Friday night, we'll continue that. The Saturday's a show and shine, and then the Saturday night we have a cruise until 10 o'clock at night with bands playing, which is absolutely fantastic. So,
and then Sundays, you still got the cruise for the pub?
Yeah, we go down to a local pub. So we're going down to Boggy Creek this year. It's a great little pub with a river along the back side of it, so it's very appealing. So we really want to do that, and the entrants seem to love it. So, and it's time to get in your cars and give them a run. You put them on show, they look great. But it's great to get in the car and give them a run.
Just get out there and give them a run with the rest of the guys. Great country roads down here as well for cruising around and so forth. So if you're down this way, looking for a great weekend away, you can't go wrong. It's always the second weekend of Jan.
Yeah, it is. So it's going to be around about that second week in January every year, so which is great. Yeah.
Now you have your own car here, which is the one behind us, which is an FJ Holden. I had to look at the grille. Now you've had this for a long time too, haven't you?
Yeah, you actually did a photo shoot on it probably around about, it would have been about 10.
One of my first photo shoots, so I think I've thrown those photos away now.
So it's been one of those cars that I actually thought about selling at some point, and we did that in the story. But my wife won't actually let me sell it. So she loves the car. It's set up that we can both drive it. It's a 350 Chev, and it's quite easy to drive, and she just loves to be able to get in it and drive it herself. So
it's been a local car for a long time, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's been around the area for a long time, and it was first converted down in Colac. So it's been there for over 20 years in that area, which is great. So
right.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Well, thanks for chatting to us, Andrew.
Thanks, Greg.
And a fantastic show, mate.
Yeah, thank you. And we'd love to see more down here. We're great. We really try and cater for all different cars, other than just hot rods or street cars. We've got a big fire truck with a huge ladder here this year, so we try and encourage different sort of vehicles, and we really want that to come along. So look forward to seeing people and new faces, and it's good.
Beautiful. No worries. Thanks, Andrew.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
So we're here with Ken and his, do we call it a HQ or do we call it a HZ van?
No, I'll say HQ.
HQ,
Yep.
but HZ front end
Front
on
end.
it. So not just the grille, nose cone, that sort of thing. It's had the whole front end stitched onto it because HQs and HZs are different panels
Yep,
and that sort of thing,
that's right.
bonnets and everything
Yep.
like that. Now you're saying you've had this van for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, yeah.
And you bought it as a shell,
Yep, rolling shell.
and the initial intention was just to camp in it
Yep,
and the rest
just
of
a
it.
muck around vehicle, but yeah. then
Always,
after that,
always had the van bug.
yep, I sure have.
Yeah.
The first van I had was a HD.
Was it right?
Yeah, so after
Okay.
that,
Yeah. So what was first it was just put together as a
Yep,
as a
just
cool van,
Yeah,
and
cool van, and after that, spend too much more money on it, and more, and then.
but
here
it's
it is
been an
now.
ongoing project,
Oh, it has,
hasn't it?
it has,
Or was
really.
there a stage where it come off the road, did a full build?
No,
It's just been
just once a year.
ongoing.
When winter comes along, that's when I put it in the shed, start doing a bit more to it.
Right.
And after
Okay.
that, yeah, so once a year, do a bit more to it.
Is it
So-
finished or never finished?
It's nearly finished, I say, nearly.
Nearly. Right.
Nearly.
Okay.
So
Yep.
a little bit more, but yeah, I have to wait down the track,
Yeah.
see what happens. So yeah,
Now the airbrush work,
Yep.
a lot of people would know Luke from
Yep.
Lukey Did It.
Yep.
Now he's done the airbrush work. Where did the photos come from, or is that just?
well, he picked most of it out on his sites.
Right.
And when I said, oh yeah, I like that, and we both sort of between us two, and then yeah,
Yeah, because you took the inner guards out.
yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, to do it. So it's not just done in the engine bay.
No.
They've come out, been painted and put back in. It's a real credit when you look over this car, over the 20 years build, it looks like it was built yesterday. It's so fresh and everything is just so meticulous on it. You've done a
Yeah.
fantastic job on it. 308,
Yep, 308.
308, Aussie
Yep.
308 too, not the LS1 and so forth. This is your genuine old school 308.
Yep.
This is one of those panel van eras from the 1980s, you would call this
Yep,
area,
yeah.
80s with the worldies and so
Yep,
forth.
that's what I'm trying to do. Keep it in that era, you know, in the 70s, the 80s.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. And how's it go with the tunnel ram and
Good.
twin carbies?
Yep, really good.
Because you take it some distance too, don't
I
you?
do, yeah. Yep, just come back from Tassie with it. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Should
So-
drink a bit.
No, not really.
Not too bad.
No.
Depends
no.
on how far the foot goes
That's
down.
right. That's right. So, no, it's pretty good.
Beautiful. No worries, Ken. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for talking to us,
Yep,
mate.
no worries.
Cheers.
Yep.
We are here with Alan Fleming at the Camperdown Car and Bike Show. Now, most people would know Alan from many years in the scene for his J-Rod as well as the panel van, HG panel van, the Motivator. Now Alan, he's got a new project on the go, which you can see behind us, and you'll see footage of it. What's the project called, Al?
Well, it's just my version of the Holden Effigy. This one in particular is the Effigy Ute style. I have developed a panel van style, which is next cab off the rank, but this one's been built as an individually constructed, not along hot rod guidelines. So the last 12 months is spent getting the chassis engineered so it's legal to be registered anywhere in Australia. So this is the first showing of the prototype Ute version.
So is the chassis based on any particular model, or it's completely hand-built from scratch chassis?
It's basically hand-built from scratch. It's styled along the lines of the hot rod here. That's built much the same, whereby the chassis is designed to sit in the chassis, not on top.
Right.
Whereby you've got a hot rod here where you sit on top of the chassis and you're limited for headroom, especially if you're 6 foot or more.
So these are channelled over the chassis, basically.
That's right. So you get a good seating position as well, because you've got footwells and you're sitting down low. So that was the design of the chassis, plus a centre tunnel, carbon Kevlar centre tunnel down the centre of both cars, which gives you the torsional strength of the chassis. Right.
Okay. Yep. Now, do you have a particular motor you're going to run in these, or does it come up to the customer's choice? Because you're mass producing these, or is this the plan to?
I will be, yeah, for customers, whatever they want. But these cars, this individually constructed, has to be run a late model engine that complies with latest emissions.
Something like an LS1, or
that's right.
Yep, or a Commodore V6, or
that's right,
something like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now you're saying so you'll get these built, or the fiberglass moulds made in the Philippines, will it?
I could do, yeah. I could ship the moulds back there and have a setup over there.
Right, yeah.
To do all the fiberglass work.
Because that's where these bucks were made.
That's right, yeah.
Plugs there, so yeah. And what colours, what's the paint on this? It seems to almost like a velvet kind of paint.
Well, this is actually just a primer that I threw together for today's show.
I must admit, when I got here this morning, as I walked up, I could smell the paint still coming off there. I thought you must have painted it last night.
Oh, there you go. And I did.
Oh, right. There you go. So we're letting the thinners out as we're showing the car as we go. So, yeah.
But actually, Monday, this body stripped off this, and the chassis is going to an engineer where we build a jig then to copy the chassis.
Right.
To produce more chassis.
So if somebody wants to order one of these, what sort of timeline would they be looking for the first one to be completed, other than, say, this one, I guess, will be the
I
trial?
Reckon with an offside I could probably build one 4 to 5 months.
Right, yep.
From start to finish.
Right, yep.
Because the moulds are all made for this, it's just a matter of fitting up. There's no cutting and shutting, it sort of fits together like a big Lego. But the chassis has been the bone of contention, because I've got to comply with torsional beaming testing.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
But this one chassis under this has been tested and approved. So any follow-up chassis then are just ticked off. They don't have to go through
independent suspension all the way around.
Yeah. Yep. Just running a VE Commodore rear end.
Okay. Yep.
And my own design front end, which is all off-the-shelf stuff.
Right. So these are built locally, aren't they? In Camperdown is where you live.
That's right.
Yeah. So a locally built Effigy style car for customers. Beautiful. No worries. Thanks for chatting to us, Alan.
All right.
Beautiful.
Excellent.